Yes.
Okay, perfect. We are all set up. So I'm going to screen share my desktop. All right, can you see we are on my demo unit?
Yes.
Okay, so you are going to be taking the role of the parent, as I am teaching a preschool unit or class, and most of the activities that will be done will be in more of a blended model, and so they will be taking place in the classroom. So this meeting is going to be an introduction to my preschool parents on what their responsibilities are and what they can be expected from our blended learning environment for their students, since their children are 4 and a lot of this will be taking place in the classroom. So we will get started, parents. So when we first enter our class, we'll start in the Start Here portion. And in this area, there's an introduction to the demo unit that you can see and watch that video on your own. It's kind of an introduction to me and to the class in and of itself. And down here are expectations for what's going to take place during class. I expect that you and your child will complete the discussions and help deepen their learning and understanding. Ask questions as they come up. Please email me as you see fit. If you have any questions, this is a new process for all of us. It's even new to me as I haven't done an online learning experience before for my young learners. And then be creative and enjoy the process. And what you can expect from me is availability. I will be available via email before and after class. I'm available when you drop off or pick up your child from school. I also have my email listed there. And then I will create a fun learning environment for your child within the classroom, but also with the things that we're doing online. So as the parent, your number one most important thing that we're going to be doing is you will be doing the discussion. So this is going to take place online. It's going to be your responsibility to come and participate in this. So it says, throughout our lesson, we are discussing different shapes, their properties, and where we see them within our environment. Please take the time to review these shapes with your student, your child. Once you have reviewed circles, triangles, rectangles, and squares, please share your answer to this question. How can your child incorporate the knowledge of these shapes into their everyday life? Also, please provide 2 outside resources or activities where your child can explore and experience shapes. So this is just kind of a way to share different resources that you have with the parents of our class. If you have been to Balboa, and there is a cool museum there that has different shapes and different things that you can learn about that is age appropriate for our students, just share it here, because this is a place, while it's a forum for you to have these experiences and find what will be best for your child. And here is, no. Okay, and on our, if you go back to the Start Here, this is the discussion rubric. So these are kind of the expectations. So the expectation is that you will respond to each question prompt with 2 real-world examples of shapes in their environment. You will also have 2 recommendations or suggestions of activities, and that you will also respond to 2 other parents. So as you can see here in the Start Here section, if you scroll down, is your rubric for your discussions. So to start off our lesson, we have a shapes video that we will be watching. This is a video that you can also share with your child at home, and it's a fun song with introducing the different shapes. And I have a reminder here, don't forget your discussion. On day 2, we will be playing a game. It's the Busy Shapes Colors. Busy Shapes and Colors. It's an app that you can download on an Android or a Apple product, and you will be able to do this activity. Your child will be sorting different shapes and different colors depending on the properties and what they're asking for. And what I really liked about this app too is that whenever it's all said and done, you as the parent can go back, just like I will be going back in class and checking to see how they're doing and what they understood. So there's a time at the end where you can kind of, do a bit of a check to see how they're doing. On day 3, this is something that it's part of your discussion. This is when we're in class, we are going to be going on a shapes scavenger hunt within the classroom. So this is pertaining to your discussion question, where in your environment can you find these different shapes? When you're at the park, is there anything that you see that's a circle or a square? So we're going to be investigating our classroom to see if we can find any of those shapes within our classroom. We then have a fun program called Osmo's Tangrams, and this is something that you do with the iPad, and it's very similar to the Tangrams game that you have played probably as a child, and it's just projected on the iPad so they can manipulate them. The actual pieces they'll be able to manipulate and then see the image that they've created on the iPad in real time. So days 5 through 7, we are going to be working on our summative assessment. So that's kind of the big project that's going to take over this whole unit. So here we have a rubric for the summative assessment, and here is a video of me going over the rubric. I will just do a quick one here. What they're expected to do is follow directions, use creativity, so I don't want them copying my picture example or any of their peers' examples. They'll need a square, a circle, a rectangle, and a triangle within their picture. They need to write their name, make sure their picture is complete. We will be making a movie, and then they'll be responding to a movie. So as you can see, it's a very simple rubric. Yes, a smiley face means they got it right and they completed their task. A frowny face means that they didn't quite complete their task. So once we've spent the 3 days working on their picture and making sure they have all the components that they need and that they want, we will be doing a video on Flipgrid. And Flipgrid, I will be helping them to record their explanation of their video. So we'll be using Flipgrid, and then on the last day of our unit, day 9, their peers will have an opportunity to watch their video of their explanation of their image, and then they will get to give them some feedback, some positive and appropriate feedback. I will be facilitating in this to ensure that what their peers are saying is appropriate and kind and relevant to what their picture was, keeping them on task. So that is what our unit is going to look like in a nutshell. It's going to be just over about 2 weeks is what it's going to take, and just from start to finish. And during that time, as you can see, you can come online and see what we're doing in class, and then you'll also be able to kind of deepen that learning and understanding with your child by connecting the things that we're doing in class to different activities that you can do at home. So, do you have any questions about what your expectations are or what you can expect from this unit?
No, I guess I have one question just about the tangram game.
Mm-hmm.
Does it let them flip and turn the shapes in the tangram game?
So
or are they stationary?
On the game, it's I don't know if it's Osmo or OSMO. I think it's Osmo. That game, you put the iPad in a dock, and then it projects the camera down. So they're actually using tangible shapes that they can manipulate around, and then the way that they manipulate them then will show on the screen.
Okay.
So it's not like a touch screen on the iPad. It would be very similar to if we've also in class before done where we copy out the tangram pictures and they match them. So this is just kind of taking it from their paper and creating that picture on the tablet.
Okay, to the digital form.
Yeah.
Okay. No questions.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to starting this unit, and if anything comes up during the process, please just send me an email and I will do my best to answer your questions. So I guess be patient with me and I will be patient with you during all of this. All right. Thank you so much for coming to class. All right. Stop share and